The numbers are in, you guys. We are halfway through 2024, and tourism to Hawaii has been down month over month every single month this year. So, should you be freaking out? Are people no longer going to come to Hawaii? Why is tourism down month over month every single month out of the year so far? And if you are invested in Airbnb or another tourism-focused industry, do you need to worry? I'm going to break it down. Okay, guys, so I went on Hawaii Tourism Authority and I pulled these stats for us. So this is month over month. We have January 2024 versus 2023, February, March, April, and May. So let's take a look at what we have. So in January, we're looking at a 3.8% drop, which isn't crazy, but it's significant. We had a slight boost in February, so I actually misspoke in that first part of the video. February did end up doing a little bit better, but we were still down year over year. In March, though, we saw a 5% drop for a 2.5% drop year over year. This is year to date, 5% drop just in the month of March as compared to last year. And then a total year-to-date drop of 2.5. And then we go into April, 10% less in April than the April before, for 4.5 for the year in total, and then a 4% drop in May, and the June numbers haven't been posted yet. So, what does this mean? Should people be worried? And I've talked to a lot of people who have thrown out a lot of suggestions. Does this mean that there really is a silent recession going on and people are spending less money on vacations? When I heard this, I thought it sounded like a good hypothesis. And I was wondering if I would see anything else in the data here that might lead me to think otherwise. And so I broke it down. My intent originally, since I obviously manage short-term rentals on the island of Oahu, is I started going through just the Oahu data because that's what affects my clients. And I noticed something. So in January, even though there was a 3% drop, Oahu went up. And then it went up 10% in February, and it went up 3% in March, and it went down a little bit in April, and then it went up almost 5% in May, and year over year it's up 3.6%. So I was like, what is going on the other islands? I looked at Kauai, nothing crazy happening there, and then I went down, and you guys, when I say sometimes I feel dumb when I realize things that shouldn't take a spreadsheet to explain to me, Maui has a huge drop in the amount of people visiting because they were devastated by those fires. And so not only are people being more conscious of traveling to Maui, which is a great thing, but also we have some of the inventory being taken up by local families, also a great thing. And some of the inventory that is just shorted because it was burned down in the fires. So when you look at January, right, the amount drop year over year, quick back of the napkin math, about 30,000 less people visited Hawaii in January 2024 versus January 2023. If you look down, that is almost, it's even higher drop in Maui. So Maui is taking basically the entire bulk, and you'll see this month over month, of the drop because they are, there's 50,000 less year over year. In January, we go through, in February they had about 40,000 less, and then Hawaii in total had about 20,000 less. So Maui made up a good chunk of that. Go to March. Maui had almost 70,000 less visitors, right, which is even more than the total drop in visitation to the entire island, in the entire state of Hawaii. So, yeah, that is, if anyone tells you, hey, Hawaii tourism numbers are down, they've been down every single month. First of all, you can tell them, like I told you, they did actually go up in February, so they're not down every single month. But the vast majority of that is due to the Maui fires, and everywhere else we're seeing relatively steady maintenance of tourism numbers, as well as maybe even a little bit of slight growth. So on the other islands, if you are investing in Airbnb, short-term rentals, there's nothing in the tourism data, at least right now, that says year over year we're dropping, or that you have anything to worry about currently, at least on this front. So that was a quick one, guys, but hopefully you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.